everyone, it's Feeding Dragon. I am so excited because this will be the last swatching that I will do for a while. These are the last of the battles that I haven't swatched yet, and they are all my browns and grays. I only have 4 grays and the rest are browns, so that's why I decided to mix this together and swatch them all into one spread. I am just so happy that finally I am done with all the swatching, and it's just so fascinating to see all the pages that I have so far. Okay, new page. The first ink that I'm going to swatch is my very precious bottle Pilot Iroshizuku Tsukushi, which is already discontinued by now, and this bottle is like my souvenir and the only thing that I bought from my Italy trip 2 years ago. So I happened to spot that the Casa della Stilografica in, was it Florence? In Florence still had this bottle when I came there, and thus when I visited the city, I decided to just come to their store and see and buy this bottle of ink. The train was late and I already had the appointment to go up to the dome, so I didn't have as much time, and I even had to run from the station to the store so that I can get the bottle and also go to the dome at the same time, at the same day. And thus it was very memorable. I wish I could spend more time on the store itself because it was quite a lovely looking store, but alas, I couldn't really do that. But I am glad that I could get this bottle of ink because it's just so nice. I love the color, I love how it writes on the pen, and it is my favorite brown, so I am a bit sad that Violet is discontinuing this ink because I like Sokushi better than the other brown, Yamakuri. Like this one is way better. On heavy application, there are a reddish and brownish sheen, if I remember correctly. We will see that after this, but yeah, this bottle of Tsukushi is very precious to me, and it held a memorable story. Oh, and also I didn't have a check-in package with this, so during the security inspection on the airport, I was so afraid that they would take this precious bottle, but it was a worry that I shouldn't have because the bottle is 50 milli, which is under the 100 milli requirement for hand carry. So yeah, and the second one that I have here is the Shanghai Stationery Shikumen. I got this from the Pelican Hub last year, and the hub master encouraged people to bring something for the like a sort of giveaway thing, and Shanghai Stationery brings some things including this Shikumen and also some journals, and I got the ink. I always love when the ink dragon get ink from like lucky draw or giveaway thing, and because I already have Tsukushi, a bottle of brown ink would not be my top priority to get. But overall, this Shikumen is very lovely brown ink. I'm wondering though how close this one is to White Setter. I only had a small sample of White Setter last time, so I couldn't compare it side by side when they are put inside a pen. Well, I still have the swatch card, but they are still different from the writing. Okay, next up, let me just switch this up a bit. I will ink my newest brown ink bottle, which is Pennonia Fahaziko. which I got from Pennonia table at Touch Pen Show. I love Pennonia inks. And this one just writes so great. Now I'm kinda curious and I will swatch it close to each other. How close this one is to KWZ Old Gold. This Pennonia Fahaziko is just so nice. I love it. And it means tree house in Hungarian, which makes this ink even cuter for me. And usually I don't really like browns that are leaning more on yellows, and I prefer the ones that are leaning more on the reddish or even purplish. But this Fasico is just, I don't know. I like it even though it's leaning on the yellow side. Okay, next up is my KWZ ink. I got this from Secret Santa last December, and the giver like I joined the Reddit fountain pens subreddit, and coincidentally the giver of this is a member of my Legends Pen Club member. It's stuck. Oh boy. I cannot open this, and I have a strong hand, which usually I can open things up, but it's stuck. Okay, what should I do? I will try to grab. I have this rubber band from someone in my pen club, so let's see. Yes. All right. Ooh. There are some dried ink on my hand right now. I hope that I don't make a mess out of this. Currently cleaning my hand, and okay, opening this on the side so that if there are any spills, then the paper is safe. And yeah, it's okay. I can open it now. I'm wiping it up and I smell it. It still have the vanilla smell, so I think it's alright. It's just stuck. Okay, that took quite an adventure to open. I really love the KWZ smell in general, even though I only have one bottle, and I should have more bottle because I like their performance in general. Ooh, that's so wet. KWZ. No, that's not honey. Old Gold. I don't have the honey. I want to have one. Old Gold. Oh, it smells so good. It's like a candy. And what should we ink up next? Another of my bottle, I guess. It's my Rohrer Klingner Sepia. So this bottle is one of my first bottles as well. I find it quite funny for this bottle that for my very first inking, I put it inside a Twisby Eco EF, which was my first quote-unquote expensive pen that I bought. And because I put it inside an extra fine nib, I was very disappointed with this color, and thus I just put this ink bottle on the other end of my drawer. But then was it this year or last year, I decided that I wanted to retry this again, and I fell in love with it on my second try, and from then on I love this ink. It's just so strange that I used to dislike an ink, and then years later when I revisited it again, then I love that ink. That's what happened with this Rohrer Klingner Sepia, and I found that now when I ink this ink, it gives a sense of comfort and nostalgic color because it's a dark brown that is leaning more on the grayish side, and there's just something vintage about this ink, which makes it, yeah, it gives me the feeling of a homey feeling type of. Okay, Oh, now I'm going to another Pennonia ink. So this is like a sample of some sort that I got from Pennonia last year Dutch pen show. It's Gesztenyerbana. I don't remember the translation of this ink. I really love this one. It reminds me a lot of Tsukushi, and yet they are different, so we will see how it looks side by side here. I hope I don't smear anything. Pennonia, the number is 028. I need to see guess the Gesztenyerbana. Gesztenyerbana. Well, now that I swatch it side by side, Gesztenyerbana is more on the reddish side, and maybe that's why I really love this ink, because that's what I prefer in brown ink, leaning red. I just realized that so far it's like half reddish, half yellowish brown, and then there's one grayish brown on this page. Next up, I'm getting confused here. I will swatch my Herbin ink. So this one is Herbin Lie the Day, which is very famous in the fountain pen community as one of the best brown for people. And this is also one of my earliest bottle, but I gotta say, because I prefer the reddish leaning red, this small bottle disappoint me. And I even tried inking it again years later, and I still don't prefer it. Herbin Lie the Day, which is quite a pity because I love tea so much, and I drink tea every day, even when the weather is hot. But I still don't like this Lie the Day ink. Just like how I need more dog themed ink, I wish there are more tea themed ink as well. Because I think the famous ones are the coffee ones. Well, for tea, there are not that much. Okay, next up is an older Diamine Inkvent. This one is roasted chestnut, and I got this from the Dutch Pensio Karma table last year, I believe. And I love this color. Although comparing to my other browns, I guess it lose a bit. But I still love it. Okay, Diamine Inkvent. I believe this one is 2019. Let me check if I can find it quickly on the side. Yes, it's 2019. It's the only Inkvent with this roundish bottle, although I heard that for this year the Inkvent will look like this again and not using the square bottles anymore. So that will be interesting to see later. I don't know though if it is easier to store the cylinder or the cube bottle more. Maybe if you have both, then please let me know in the comments, because I'm curious. Okay, we are halfway, I think. Let's see. I will put all the grays on the side, and we already did this, and this, and one left. Oh, okay. The last that I will swatch on my browns is this Weeping Willow. It is an Inkvent from 2023, and I have mixed feelings about this ink because at one point it is so pretty with all the chroma shading, at the same time it's just so light, and I tried to put it inside one of my wettest nib and I just couldn't really see what I write. But that's the advantage as well with inks that are not really that visible, is that if I want to write something for myself that I don't want people to accidentally read, then this is a good way. Or another one is that if I want to let something out in my journal but I don't want to read it back again because it may be painful, then this lighter colored ink really help in making me letting my hearts out on the paper, but at the same time it's protecting me by making it harder for me to read back. Oh, you can already see in here the complexity that goes with Weeping Willow. It's like it's ranging from the pinkish brown to greenish, and I really wonder how it looks if it is on, let's say, arts and with water, because I think that would be interesting. Like in this kitchen towel, you can already see there are some greens around the browns. All right, we are done with the browns. Ooh, that's fast. Okay, I will start with the grays now. Well, with the browns, I would expect that I have more browns, but apparently I only have this much. And if we merge it with the reds, seems like I have much more colder color, like the blues and the greens, compared to the warmer color. And maybe that's why whenever I want to ink something, I'm always like, I want to ink the warmer color, but why are all the lists that I have on the colder side? This is why. Anyway, first gray bottle that I will swatch is this Ainezu. It is a part of Taccia Ukiyoe Hiroshige. Ooh, I only have halfway for this one, so I only have like 6 milli left on this bottle. Because if someone asks for a sample, then I would say I will not give it to you. I'm sorry. I'm not ready to buy a big bottle of this yet. But it's a very beautiful gray. And it also behaves very well. I think it might be my favorite gray as for now, even though I only ink it once. It's just so good. I'm now heavily considering getting a bigger bottle because I love that one. We will see. Well, I have a storage issue right now, so that's why I've been putting off buying more inks in general, because I don't have the space to put all of these inks. The second is Herbin Lie. So I now have all 10 mils bottles of this Vert, not Vert, the later releases of the Herbin ink. So it is the Rose Granite Vert. I'm blanking on. Coral des Tropicus. What else? I don't know. And I got this from my Secret Santa of the Netherlands pen club last December. However, last 2 weeks on Touch Pen Show, I got a 30 ml bottle of this, which I am okay with it, but I just wish that I have another bottle and not the same bottle that what I already have, because the one from the Touch Pen Show was from the workshops. So I will bring this to the Netherlands Pen Club meet and let people make samples out of them. Not this bottle, the 30 ml bottle. Okay, next up is my Earl Grey. So I got this from one of my Fountain Pen Club member as well. I've been wanting to try this ink for the longest time because it's one of the Reddit fountain pens ink from years ago. It is my second favorite gray after Ainezu. Earl Grey is just so gorgeous. And there are some mixed reviews about this ink which I find interesting. So for me, Earl Grey is more on the wetter ink, but lots of people claim that this is dry for them. So I don't know what really happened in there, whether the ink is really dry or is the ink really wet. If you have this ink, what is your experience with Earl Grey? I'm just checking here and I find it interesting that the Herbin Lie today feathers a little bit there. And that's my first time seeing Lie today feathers. Is it because of the weather or it's just the ink? And I was quite lucky with the pairing so far. Well, this is the last bottle that I have. And this is the only black ink that I have. Well, I can count Black Ivy as both green and black because it's just a very dark color. And the sheen is very overpowering that it makes you confused on what the actual color of this ink is. It is from the 2021 Inkvent. Ooh, look at that. It's so dark. I don't remember though if it is easy to clean or not, but considering that this is a sheening ink, then I would assume that it will be hard to clean. I will see if I can just swap a little bit and show you the original green. Let's see, maybe do it like this. And slowly there on the blotting paper and lift up. There we go. That's the real best color, which is this green, and because of the sheen, it's just impossible to see it. Black Ivy. And we are done with all the swatching. Oh my goodness. It's my first time swatching anything on camera, and even swatching this much at once for all my bottles. Because yeah, I think I showed it to you on the red part how much ink I have last time I need to do this, and now it just tripled. I think it's not even doubled but tripled or even quadrupled. I have much more this time, and that is like 1 month, no, 1 year 2 months difference. Oh well, inks are fun, and what things that makes me happy, I will get it. I will bring this spread closer to the camera so we can see it in real glory. So Gesztenyerbana, a very beautiful brown, one of my favorite. And then Pilot Iroshizuku Tsukushi. I think we can see a bit of the green sheen over here. I hope the camera picks it up. It's already discontinued and is my favorite brown. And then Sepia here, it have a little bit of shading, not a little bit, quite a lot of shading on the darker side is this value and the lighter side is this value. And then Shikumen, Fahaziko, a beautiful yellowish brown, old gold, a complex color that I can see here. It ranges from this dark brown to this lighter yellow. And Day feathers here surprisingly, and Weeping Willow have some interesting drama going on with the color, but it's quite light in writing. And as for my bronze and one black, Ainezu is just a beautiful golden gray here. Vert is more on gray, teal gray. Earl Grey is Earl Grey. It's warmer gray and just pleasant to use. And Black Ivy is a very shiny ink that is both black and dark green. So yeah, what are your favorite browns and what are your favorite grays? Put from here and in your collection that I need to try. Thank you for being with me on this swatching and see you on the next one. Bye bye!